Hello everyone, Allie Compton here, founder and creator of Indigo Raven Holistic Healing, where as a Sai Chi practitioner and transformational journey coach, I assist my clients in breaking through the limiting thought process that keep them hostage in a space of emotional reaction, preventing them from moving forward and really living the life of their dreams. Today, I just wanted to film a short little clip about a topic that has actually been popping up here in my office with some clients of mine, and as well for me too. So it's 2012, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. We have a lot of things going on in the economy, and we have the elections this year, and we have people that are struggling, to make ends meet. And what is this creating in our society? Well, it's creating a lot of anxiety and fear and a lot of paranoia and phobia surrounding, am I really safe? Am I really provided for? And so, this country is really inundated with this fear. It's kind of, we're just overrun with this fear and anxiety. Anxiety medication is being prescribed more than any other medication right now. And so anxiety is a big problem in society. So I wanted to give you guys the ABCs today of overcoming the anxiety and fear that you have in your life. And this can be from anything, from starting that new job, finally getting engaged to the person of your dreams. Maybe you're about ready to start a new family or a new business, and obviously you're going to have some anxiety pop up. So here are the three ABCs. So number one is to allow yourself to actually feel this fear. And allow yourself to feel that emotion. For me personally, I realized a lot of the anxiety created in my life was actually due to a lot of sadness that I felt underneath all that fear and anxiety. The fear and anxiety was a defense mechanism for me, but underneath was actually a lot of sadness and grief. And looking back at my life, growing up in a household where depression was prevalent, my mother suffers from depression and spent a lot of her time, feeling really down, and I saw this. So as I grew up, I began to believe that I was not allowed to be sad, or if I was sad, I would end up like her. And so I totally constantly overcompensated for this, the feelings of sadness that people naturally get throughout their lives. I suffered the loss of my father when I was 6 years old, and there was a whole lot of grief that I stuffed down and I didn't allow myself to express. So the first step in overcoming the anxiety and the fear is just allowing yourself to feel that emotion. Allow yourself the space to do that. It's okay to be a train wreck. It's okay to be a mess. It's okay to allow yourself to cry. It's okay to get in touch with that emotion. So B of the ABCs of overcoming anxiety and fear is going to be creative. And this is how we move that emotion that we've allowed ourselves to get in touch with. So any way that you can express that emotion. I don't know if you like to dance or write or sing or play music, or maybe it's that you just go out and play. Maybe it's going to the gym and playing basketball with the guys, or any way that you can be creative to move your body and get that emotion flowing and moving is really going to boost your endorphins. You get to be creative, and you get to create something from that space rather than allowing that emotion to come up and kind of explode all over your world in ways that maybe wouldn't be so ideal. So in essence, it's kind of like letting a little bit of air out of the balloon before the balloon bursts. And finally, C, there are actually two C's. So C squared here. Number one is to comfort yourself. So the underlying issue of fear and anxiety is the belief that I am not safe, or that maybe my life is in danger. So if we go back to the basics of feeling comforted, take an inventory of things in your life that are healthy, that actually bring you comfort. Like for me, my favorite thing to do to start feeling safe and supported is actually to go outside. We've been really blessed lately with this wonderful spring weather, and I like to take off my socks and my shoes, and I like to put my feet on the earth. And then I meditate for a little bit, and I actually think about how the earth will always be here for me, and it's always been there for me, and it's supporting me. And through that, I find a lot of safety and comfort. And just go ahead and get in touch with the earth and allow this beautiful planet to support you, because it's been supporting you your whole entire life, and it will probably continue to support you the rest of your life as well, if you choose to let it in. So number 2 of that C squared is to continue to choose courage. Like, how can you stare the fear in the face? Like, what is the worst thing that could happen to you? And the more that you expose those, you begin to see how maybe silly some of those fears really are. And you can also invoke that courage by thinking back in your life. When was a time in my life that I had a level 10 courage? And is it possible for me to tap into that right now and bring it forward into whatever situation is giving me this fear or anxiety? A really helpful way in doing this is, once you think of a time in your life where you had a level 10 courage, just go ahead and shut your eyes and get in touch with that emotion, that feeling of what it feels like to be courageous. And then just kind of take note, like, where does it show up in your body? Also, what color is that courage? And is there a shape to it? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? What does it sound like? Any way that you can objectify that courage and really identify and get in touch with it, all you can do, or all you have to do when faced with fear and anxiety, you can just kind of focus on that color, that shape, that energy, that place that you feel it, and just go ahead and call that to you. So that one takes a little bit of focus and intention, but with practice you can make it into a daily meditation, especially if you feel a little bit overwhelmed with fear and anxiety. So there are the ABCs of overcoming anxiety and fear. I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.